living life is gay. Hey, hey, 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 love yourself first, explicitly. You owe it to yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower your dreams. Living life is gay. Hey, hey, living life is gay. Hey, hey, living life is gay. Hey, hey, living life is gay. Hey, hey.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday and welcome to another podcast episode of Mindset Mondays, Living Life with Stae. And today is a super special episode because we are celebrating something major today. Hey, sometimes I'm here too early. Sometimes I'm not here at all. Hey, Casey. Well, I appreciate you for being here, whether you're early, late, and even when you're not here at all, because I know you want to be. So welcome. Hey, Jody. Thank you for tuning in, sis. I miss your face. I went from seeing you just about every day over the holiday season and all that. And now I feel like I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. So, hey, thank you for tuning in. I am so excited, y'all. I am so excited that I jumped on, even though I feel like absolute trash today. Do y'all hear this? Hey, Trish, thank you so much for tuning in. Do y'all hear this congestion? Your girl got like a straight up little kid, toddler, 4-year-old cold. Like I have been feeling like Roscoe from Martin. I don't know how many of y'all remember Roscoe from Martin, but that's who I've been feeling like lately. Just all kind of congestion. At first, I thought it might have been side effects from the Wegovy, but then Wallace ended up with the same crud like 2 days later. So I have no idea what's going on because I usually don't get this kind of junk, but I'm telling you, and it definitely does not feel good when you're a woman of a certain age and you already going through all the hot flashes and oh my gosh, it is. Yeah, I sound a mess, but nothing. I'm trying to make sure that I'm seeing all of my comments and everything because y'all know. Oh, okay, Jody, that was you. I could tell you sound stuffed up. Yeah, girl, sound like a little kid. And so y'all know if you're on Facebook watching, you can see, and I can see your comments, but it doesn't always pull up your name. It just says Facebook user. So then I have to go over to Facebook to see who it is. So please excuse me if I miss any of your comments. Definitely not my intention. It's just a lot to look at. But if you jump over to YouTube and just put in @StaeHall, my face will pop up. You can subscribe to the channel, and then that way you can interact with the chat in real time, and I'll be able to see your comments on this main monitor instead of looking all around. And anybody who is on Facebook as well, and you want to be able to partake in today's contest, I believe you have to be on YouTube to partake because of the way it's set up. So just know that YouTube is the main vehicle whenever I do the podcast, and we're just streaming it out to the other platforms just so that we can bring more people into the L.Y.F.E tribe. But all of the little platforms don't always play well together. But I thank y'all so much for being here. And y'all know I always forget to introduce myself because I assume everybody knows me and everybody's already here. Or already has been here, but the tribe does grow every day, which is a big reason why we're here today. But for those of you who this is your first time, I'm your girl, Stae Hall. I am a certified soft skills and emotional intelligence coach and training facilitator. I am also a life coach, L.Y.F.E, love yourself first explicitly. I am a published author, a transformational speaker, as well as a mom, a wife, and a maymay to 3.5 beautiful grandbabies. And I say 3.5 because the next baby boy is due in July, and I've already been able to see his beautiful face via sonogram because those things are so detailed nowadays. Hey, Kenneth, thank you so much for tuning in. Casey said, hey, babes, it's weird that I first heard hot flashes from you. Girl, them hot flashes ain't no joke. What you say, Jody? I tried doing YouTube, but couldn't get on. You know, I'm not tech savvy at all. Girl, I'm going to have to get you hooked up on YouTube next time we see each other. It's really easy. You just have to go to YouTube. And as long as you have some sort of Gmail email, I think that you can get on YouTube. But yeah, so here I am, y'all. Feeling stuffed up. I only had one event to go to today, and I was in and out. Like I was the last one there and the first one to leave. I just couldn't do it. I have a 4-hour session that I'm going to be doing on Wednesday, and I'm like, I need to rest my body and make sure that I'm good for, I'm telling you, standing up in front of a group of people. Hey, Sammy Joe, standing up in front of a group of people for hours and facilitating a training, it ain't no joke. It will wear you out. And so I definitely want to make sure that I'm up on my energy. I'm taking all my vitamins, doing all the things, drinking my turmeric tea, ginger, all that kind of stuff, even taking NyQuil. And for those of you who have hypertension, NyQuil and Tylenol and some of the other over-the-counter medications are not good for people with hypertension because the acetaminophenes, I think it is, will tend to raise your blood pressure. And if you're already dealing with high blood pressure, you don't want anything to elevate it anymore. But a lot of those over-the-counter meds are coming out with blood pressure safe renditions, I guess you would call it, of the medication so that you can take them, hey, Deborah, and still be good with your blood pressure. I also think a part of what's going on with me is March was just like boom, boom, boom. March was Women's History Month. Then I had the bright idea to do March Madness here on YouTube. So I was going live every single day, plus multiple events. I came on last night just looking raggedy. And thank you for those of you who tuned in last night. I was just sitting here chitting and chatting. Y'all got whatever. Hey, how are you, Carrie? Thank you for tuning in. Y'all got whatever stay I could give y'all last night because I just wanted to show up. I actually missed a day of March Madness. I could not even pull myself together to even do a raggedy live on Saturday. So I had to show up yesterday, especially since March Madness was my idea, right? So I showed up. So thank you for those of you. I think we stayed on a little over a half hour just talking and y'all listening to me vent and complain. So I appreciate it. We had a good, nice little fireside chat last night. Wallace was in the bed knocked out because it hit him hard yesterday. He started getting a little tickle in his throat, and I guess he really didn't pay it any attention because he suffers with allergies anyway. But then he went out in the yard and started digging up our rose bushes that did not survive the freeze this year. And then he decided to plant some new stuff. And by the time he came in, he was out for the count. So he couldn't go live with me yesterday. But thank you for those of you who did tune in. Again, this is a special night. Make sure if you can that you get on YouTube. Let me see. Jody said, but you don't look like you sound. You look beautiful, sis. Thank you so much, girl. Ain't nothing a little, a little MAC and Maybelline can't handle for you. But thank you. But yeah, I am, I'm not feeling my best. But it excites me to get on and be able to talk to y'all. So it does bring me energy. But anyway, without further ado, I want to remind y'all that this is a special live. So y'all are going to want to stay in because guess what, y'all? Guess what? If you haven't already seen, we have hit 600 subscribers, right? Yay! I wish I would have had the applause in the background. I should have had those queued up. But 600 subscribers. Did I say 6,000 the first time? I don't know, because we're going to be there. I'm already speaking it. But 600 subscribers, and I could not do that without y'all. Y'all are the 600 subscribers. That's how I got to 600, is because of each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel, sharing the channel. I appreciate y'all. It is not easy. I show up, I do what I need to do. I don't really worry about the numbers too much because it's more than that for me. But of course, it's important. They set those certain what is it, those certain benchmarks that you need to meet. Thank you so much for all of the congratulations, and congratulations to y'all as well. Because like I said, I really definitely could not do it without y'all. I can't subscribe to myself 600 times. So I appreciate y'all. And those benchmarks that the social media platform set, they're fine, but I don't wait for them to tell me when it's okay or when I should. Hey, wellness, how are you? When I should celebrate. I'm celebrating every time I feel like celebrating. And so getting to 600 was not easy, but it was fun. I stayed engaged. I kept at it. I've been at this YouTube game for probably longer than most of y'all even realize. I started YouTube back in like 2018 when I was first writing my book. I was training for a marathon. That's where Running for Your Life came from. And I was on here just to give content, to talk to women of a certain age. Hey, Living Out Loud, how are you? So good to see you. But yeah, I first started this years and years ago, and I really didn't know much about YouTube, but all I knew is when I logged onto YouTube and used it as a search engine, there just weren't a lot of people who looked like me, meaning they didn't look like me. They weren't in my age group. They weren't my ethnicity. And I just wanted to be that voice for the women 40 plus who looked like me, dealing with the things I was dealing with. And that's how I decided to start YouTube, from talking to my sister and different things. She consumed a lot of content on YouTube, and she's like, you need to start your own YouTube channel. And if any of y'all have ever watched my trailer, I say, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I talk about how crazy it sounds for me to be saying, welcome to my YouTube channel, because at that time, even though I had used YouTube as a search engine and I saw people on YouTube, I still didn't realize that they were people, just like regular people. Like you could just start your own YouTube channel. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was brand new to me. And I wasn't seeing a lot of growth. I was really involved with my book release. I was doing a lot of book signings, a lot of in-person talks and things like that. And so I kind of let YouTube go by the wayside a little bit, not totally, but I wasn't as consistent as I needed to be or wanted to be. And then I jumped back in with the hallway life with my husband and all the things. And then I just started doing more research on how to grow the channel and whatever. And so it's been a long time. So it has taken me years. I've almost like grown 100 subscribers per year. So when I say I'm celebrating because it's been a long time coming. My watched hours are getting up there. I have just about 3,000 watched hours. So YouTube is finally, within this next week or so, by the way things are trending, I'm going to be in that first tier of some sort of monetization where they'll open up some of the perks for me and we'll be able to have our memberships and all that kind of stuff. And so again, where that's not the most important thing to me, it still feels good to see that the works and the fruits of your labor are coming to fruition and you're being appreciated on every level, because y'all appreciating me is the biggest part of it. But since I am giving YouTube all this content, it is going to feel good to finally get some of those perks. So let me make sure that I'm not missing any of the comments. And definitely thank you to each and every one of you. And thank you for that. That word is well, living out loud, Miss Christine. Yeah, I have, and it has been a labor of love, but I can't say that it has not been a labor, because it's not for the faint of heart for any of us who do this on a regular basis. And again, just coming in front of y'all like this is like, no, I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. And I definitely need to be true to my word. Tim not here to remind us to hit the like button. Yes, y'all, Tim's not here yet. He'll probably pop in at some point, but I go live a little late for Tim. So because he gets up at 3 a.m. And so he might just pop in for a second. But yes, y'all, as y'all come in while you're here, please remember to hit that like button, also share. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because now that I've hit the 600 and every little milestone that I've hit and created for myself, it's like I always see bigger. Hey, Cece, thank you for being here. As long as there is forward movement, I'm good. That means there's growth. That means that there is somebody out here who is interested in what I have to share. And so I am going to celebrate all of it. And so I could see this being 6,000, 60,000. I mean, there's no limit. And I'm going to keep showing up. Hey, Tam, thank you so much for tuning in. But I'm going to keep showing up. And so we do have a topic for this evening, but I'm also going to do a giveaway for 600 subscribers. I have awesome giveaways. I have 2 different giveaways depending on whether a man or a woman wins, but you got to be present to win. And we are going to do a drawing with the wheel. But I figured since this is Mindset Monday, we're also going to talk about a topic. And so normally on Mindset Monday, I talk about more things geared towards mindset and our feelings and things like that. But I thought it would be fitting today for us to talk about more of a thirsty Thursday, thirsty for knowledge type of topic, since I just hit my 600 subscribers. So today we're going to be talking about 8 tips for entrepreneurial, social media, and content creation growth. However, before we get into it, I want to give y'all every opportunity to be able to win tonight. And so the way that you're going to be able to win tonight is we're going to put a word on the screen, and you'll have until the end of our broadcast tonight to put, and don't do it yet because I haven't started collecting yet, but put hashtag L.Y.F.E in the chat. When you put hashtag L.Y.F.E in the chat, once I tell y'all to go, it's going to automatically put your name on this wheel. And then at the end of today's podcast, we're going to spin the wheel and see who wins the prize. And so y'all got to stick around so we can congratulate the winner. But this is just my token of appreciation to the L.Y.F.E tribe for showing up and growing this tribe to 600. And just so y'all know, this tribe is 600 deep on YouTube, but we are 15,500 deep on TikTok. We are over 6,000 deep on Facebook. And so that's why we have to continue to bring our brothers and sisters from the other platforms over here to YouTube, because this L.Y.F.E tribe is over 20,000 strong. And so we need those numbers to show on YouTube. And so let me see, y'all know I'm not tech savvy, but start collecting. So I have started collecting, which means y'all can now go in and start putting in that hashtag L.Y.F.E throughout today's broadcast to enter for the opportunity to win the drawing today. And I do some good drawings, some good gifts, y'all. So y'all gonna wanna put that hashtag L.Y.F.E in there. Let me see. Okay, I got a hashtag L.Y.F.E. Let me go back over here and make sure. Okay, it's showing we only got 1 entry, but y'all have until the end of the broadcast. Keep throwing that hashtag L.Y.F.E in there, and I'll try to remember to remind people to do that as we go on this evening. But for tonight's subject, we're going to go back to 8 tips for entrepreneurial, social media, and content creation growth. Because one thing I know, I may not have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers on any platform, but I know business and I know entrepreneurship. And I know that business has been business since the beginning of time. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. And even though we're doing a lot of business on social media and on the internet, a lot of the same business practices that have helped me to grow my businesses outside of social media are going to be the same practices that help you grow on social media. And it's been a lot of the things that I have used to grow this YouTube channel, to grow my TikTok. And so I just wanted to share those with you for any of you who are interested in growing your business in that way. So the first thing that you need to do, and these are going to be 8 tips, y'all. So we're going to hit these 8 tips. Look, I feel like when my husband was pastor and we just going to hit these points and we're going to be out of here for the day. I'm not going to be before y'all long. So get your pencils and pads out, because I'm giving you this information for the free 99, and these are going to be some good tips. And I do have notes written down, so these are going to be some good nuggets. I ain't even dependent on this brain. I knew today. Hey, Tim, there you are. We were just talking about you. I hope I didn't miss you earlier. Oh, you put in your hashtag L.Y.F.E for Tim. Like, I've been here, girl. What was you talking about? What you talking about? You've been here. Thank you so much for being here, Tim. All right. So the first thing that you want to do, and y'all have heard me say this a million times, and this is what is going to work in your business online. Hey, Grammy's Journal. in your business online, in your regular business, your brick and mortar or whatever, it's building genuine relationships. I can't say it enough. Y'all, if you were here with me, could probably say it with me. People do business with those who they know, like, and trust. Focus on building authentic relationships. I know we're all looking for the almighty dollar. I know we want that monetization. I know we want to sell products. I know we want to make that money. Y'all, I'm getting hot. Y'all know I'm a woman of a certain age. But build the relationships and the transactions will come. People like to do business who they feel like they have a relationship with. They want to be able to relate to you. They want to be able to trust you. They want to feel like they're doing business with someone who genuinely has their best interest at heart. So showing up and doing lives is major in building relationships, because we don't all have the opportunity to be able to see each other face to face. And so even though we may be creating content, putting up copy, doing even videos, but they're not interactive, showing up live and doing these videos and allowing people to interact with you, even if it's just in the chat or if it's inviting them up with you, it helps you to build that relationship. Doing things like tutorials, offering information, showing people how to do things, giving people a backstage look at what you do and what your business is, sharing tips. Those are things that help you to build those relationships so that people are able to interact with you in a way that makes them like you, and then they trust you. I cannot express enough the importance of building relationships for building business. People come back to your YouTube channel. People subscribe to your YouTube channel because they like you, because they feel like they know you, because you're relatable. People don't usually subscribe after just seeing 1, 2, 3 videos. It is a commitment to them. Even though it doesn't cost them a dime, they are not going to hit that subscribe button until they feel like they can relate, which is one of the reasons why I decided to stop just doing only content and vlogs and start doing these live videos, because I wanted people to get the opportunity to get to know me. And guess what? It also gives me a better idea of who my L.Y.F.E tribe members are, and it allows me to know y'all better. So then I know more of what kind of content to bring you and what kind of things you need. And so building those relationships is super important. And so whatever that looks like for you, and whatever way you can do that, whether it's doing live videos, whether it's going to networking events like we talked about last week, if you want to see your numbers start going up, if you want to see that profit to start to grow, if you want those products to start flying off the shelf, if you want those courses to be registered to the point where you're sold out, you have to give the people opportunity to get to know you as a human being. Let them interact with you, have that dialogue. You have to be able to do that. Look at you, Jody, being all tech savvy. Oh, I love it. I see the little YouTube icon next to your name. Yay. Everybody give Jody a round of applause. That's my good sister girlfriend. And she like me, she ain't real tech savvy. So she was able to get onto the good YouTube. And also, for those of you who are just jumping in, we are celebrating the fact that your girl Stae Hall has hit 600 subscribers. And today we are going to be doing a giveaway. And in order to participate and be eligible for the giveaway, all you have to do is stay throughout the broadcast and hit us with a hashtag L.Y.F.E in the comments, which will automatically put you on the wheel. And at the end of today's episode, broadcast, whatever you want to call it, this live, I'm going to be able to pick a winner. And excuse Lux in the background. I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, Tori, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. But in the meantime and in between time, what we are talking about is how we are going to build in entrepreneurship. And all of these tips that I'm giving you, that's what I say all the time when I do my trainings, whether it's with corporate, whether I'm with a nonprofit, whatever. One thing I love about what I do is everything that I share with y'all, you can use in your business life as well as your personal life if you're looking for any type of growth. So the next thing that you want to do and build in these relationships, I don't know what's wrong with Wallace's dog. You hear Wallace in their bed. I don't know what he barking at. Probably barking because he hears me out here and Wallace got the bedroom door closed. Our bedroom is downstairs, y'all. So yeah. Anyway, as you're building these relationships, the only way, and that was tip number 1, build genuine relationships. So building genuine relationships leads us to number 2. The only way to build genuine relationships is to be your authentic self. So number 2 on this growth journey is being your authentic self. And thank you so much, Tim, for dropping people's links. Tim is an admin on the channel. I'm looking for like maybe 2 more admins. If anybody is interested in being an admin, you can always email me. My email address is always in the description box, and I may put it on the screen here as well. But Tim is so kind to, just kind of navigate the chat for me and drop in links. And so for any of you who are content creators, your links will be dropped throughout the broadcast. And if y'all can just go and just follow each other, because we are stronger together. We need each other. We need to be able to support each other. So just, go to the channel, check out some videos, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. It doesn't cost you a dime. I really believe in community. I believe in the fact that it takes a village. None of us are an island. But number 2 is going to be being your authentic self. So while you're building these relationships, make sure that you are being who you truly are. And so for those of you who are on Miss T with the Tea in the mornings, I was on her show, her morning show the other day, and we were talking about branding and public speaking and all that. And Miss T was like, I have some speaking engagements and different things coming down the pipeline. And I'm just wondering, do I need some kind of coaching and training? Because y'all know I'm loud. I like to have fun. And she compared herself to Martin with the what's up, what's up? And she's like, do I need to tone that down when I'm going to speaking engagements? Do I need to be more polished? And I'm like, absolutely not. When people are inviting you to come speak, oh, y'all, it's storming here. That means they've more than likely, hey, Nikki, how are you? They've seen you. Y'all do need to be vetted, right? Y'all, we can't just be following and trusting everybody, but we family in here. So I think everybody's channels are pretty much PG, at least. But I was telling her, when people are inviting you, they've already seen you from somewhere, and what they bought into and the reason why they're inviting you into the room is because they like your personality. So be you. So many people are kind of like one-hit wonders and fall off, or maybe have a big growth at one point and then you don't hear anything else from them, is because they're not being their authentic self. No one can do you like you do you. Meaning you also can't do anybody else like they're doing it. That's another reason why we need to stop thinking about competition and think more of collaboration. I don't care how many emotional intelligence and soft skills trainers and facilitators there are out there. There's none like Stae. No one's going to be able to present the information like I do. So guess what? I'm going to show up as Stae every single time. Now, I might watch other people and glean from certain things they do and learn new techniques, but I'm still going to put my own spin on it and do it my own way. When you're authentic, that is how you find your true tribe. That is how you find your people, by being authentic. Because guess what? Even though you might be given the same information as someone else, you're not giving it the same way. And we are not for everybody. That's why I don't believe in competition, because my people are going to find me. My people are my people. Just because we might be talking about the same thing or selling the same type of product or whatever it is, I don't have to worry about it, because the people who like the way I do it, they're going to find me. And so that's what we have to be each and every time. Show up as our authentic self. Don't worry about how anybody else is doing it. Don't worry about if it's not good enough or some people aren't going to like it, because absolutely everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to want to subscribe to your channel. I don't care if your channel is health and wellness, cooking, or whatever, and there's 9 million of those channels. People are going to find the ones who are with the people who resonate with them. So be authentic and don't feel like you have to change in order to be accepted. Because when you try to adopt someone else's personality, someone else's way of being, that is exhausting, and it's not going to be easy to keep up with, and you're going to be found out eventually. So thank you, Nikki. I'm trying. I'm just sharing a little bit, just sharing a little bit. I appreciate the encouragement, and girl, I need it now more than ever because I am pushing through this cold or whatever this is. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you received it because I know a lot of times they be playing around with those notifications. So just the fact that it went out makes me feel good. And so you want to be authentic. So we know what that is. So number one, build the genuine relationships and then be authentic. You don't want to build the relationship based on somebody else's personality that you've tried to take over because you see that they're successful with it. And then once you have the relationship with people, hey, She, thank you so much for being here. She, we are celebrating 600 subscribers. I have a giveaway. If you want to participate in that giveaway, just hit the chat with a hashtag L.Y.F.E, and that will enter you into the giveaway. And I will be giving away a prize at the end of today's show. And we are talking about 8 tips for entrepreneurial social media and content creation growth. And so we are going to tip number 3. Consistency is crucial. Consistency is crucial. I don't care how great you are at what you do. If people can't depend on you to show up, then you're not going to be able to grow because people get tired of that after times. I know there have been businesses, brick and mortar businesses. I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not even going to say the type of industry, but I like their product. I like what they did, but I could never depend on them to be open on a consistent basis. I would go and it would be, 3:00 on a Wednesday afternoon where they're supposed to be open. And I would get there and the door was locked. Well, guess what? After that happens to me 1 or 2 times, I'm done. I'm not coming back. I don't care how much I liked your product or service, but if I'm showing up at a time where you're advertising that you should be open, except for, if there's that occasional emergency or whatever, which is why I say, hey, Kathy, I'm just now seeing some of these. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much. I already said hey to Carrie. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Here on Facebook, please hop over to YouTube. All you have to do is go to YouTube, put the @ and Stae Hall. That'll take you to my channel. Subscribe and join the chat in real life. And then that way you can enter the drawing because Facebook, even though I am streaming out to Facebook, it doesn't always play well. So I definitely want y'all to be able to participate in real time and also have me be able to engage with you in real time because I don't always see the comments on Facebook. So if you've been on for a while, please, please, please do not take it personal if I'm just now getting to see your comment, because I also have to Facebook keeps taking the comments away and I have to keep swiping to see the contents, the comments rather. But yeah, so you want to be consistent. I'll give people a chance, because things happen. But hey, Tamika, thank you for being here. I'll give people a chance, but if I can't depend on you to show up when you say you're going to show up, I don't care how good you are. I need you to be consistent and I can find somebody else. And so we want to be consistent. If you are a YouTuber and you say that you're going to drop content on these certain days, then you need to, when at all possible, drop content on those certain days because people utilize YouTube these days just like we used to utilize regular TV back in the day. That's why I appreciate Janet so much, who is a part of the L.Y.F.E tribe, because she puts out her TV guide for us on a daily basis. Let us know who's going live. A lot of us consume much of what we watch on YouTube. So we all know that we can depend on Miss T to be live every single morning at 8:15 and 9:15, I guess, depending on where you are. 8:15 for me. Y'all know y'all can depend on me to show up on Mondays, Sundays, and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. I'm going to drop that other content on Wednesdays and Sundays. Y'all get used to that. And so you want to show up. For those of you who are live on Facebook, if you're selling products, get a schedule, be consistent so that people know that you're going to show up. Because one thing I say to those of you who sell products, on Facebook or whatever, the way you show up consistently, like if you say, I'm going to go live every Monday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock, show up, who may have been a little skeptical, hey, J3, about purchasing from you, they may make sure that you show up consistently on those days before they, because the fact that you kept to your word and you were consistent and lets them feel more comfortable with purchasing from you. Feel like, okay, this person is legit, they're going to send a product as is. So being consistent, showing up, and also being consistent with your brand. So you hear a lot about niching when it comes to YouTube and picking just this one topic that you talk about all the time. That is being consistent in your brand. But me, for instance, my niche is people, right? So I love pouring into people, and that's what I do. But I also like to cook. I also like to shop. I also like to hang with my friends. But what, no matter what I'm doing, when I show up, I'm going to be consistent and always giving that message of self-love, always giving that care. Even while I'm cooking that beef stew, we're going to be talking about something like that, so people will get to know what to expect. So being showing up, being consistent, being consistent with the brand, not being all over the place. Now, the occasional pop-up, the, oh, I can't make it, or occasional, let's talk about something a bit different, because doing that once is fine. Most, we want people to know what to expect. So now we have 3. Number 1, we're building your own relationships. Number 2, we're being authentic. We are showing up as we are every single time. Number 3, we're being consistent. Yeah, 15. I was going to let her make it on that, because you know what? I on time, and then I realized I didn't get my water, which I needed to down. He was on an point. I didn't get my water. Oh my goodness, did I type in what I wanted to type in for the chat? So coming on at like 7:05. I said hey to J3. Tamika, I'm team Apple over here. We're going to have to work through these Android issues. I just want to make sure that I'm low. And thinking of you. Thank you so much for taking time to tune. Thank you for the congratulations. And again, anybody on Facebook, if you're not already subscribed, or on YouTube, we're doing away tonight for celebrating my 600 subscribers, and I want to make sure that that number grows. And I also want to make sure that y'all are able to participate. So if you want to drop over to YouTube, then that way you can come over and hit us with that hashtag L.Y.F.E, which is automatically going to put you in on the wheel, and we're going to spin the wheel at the end of our 8 tips, and somebody is going to get a phenomenal prize. Also, a little side note, if you're in the drawing, please know I have to mail the gift to you. So hopefully you'll be willing to email me. I'm not going to ask you to put your address in the comments or anything, but email me your mailing address so I can get that off to you. So just to know, because some people, don't like giving their address out, and, I definitely understand that. But if you are, hey, RJ, thank you so much for tuning in. For a minute, I thought it was me breaking up. Yeah, well, it's storming over here, J3. And then I know I probably sound like I'm breaking up because my voice is hoarse. So I probably sound, you know how it gets that robotic sound when you be breaking up. But yes, and thank you so much, Tim, for putting those links in. Please remember to check out each other's YouTube channel. Tam was on the live when we were talking about being content creators over 50. She has some awesome content, mainly on TikTok. And she jumped over on YouTube. It just dawned on me. Oh, she said, I am here too. Yeah, I see the YouTube. Thank you so much. And anybody who is over on YouTube, if y'all haven't already subscribed, because we're going to check that subscriber count at the end. I was at 600. I held at 600 all day. And Tam, if you just want to put your handle on TikTok, because I know you do most of your content on TikTok, Go ahead and put that. I'm coming to get my gift because you know I'm going to win. All right, so let me tell y'all about my friend Jody. If Jody wins, I do not want y'all to think that this was rigged. The reason why she says she's coming to get her gift because you know I'm going to win is because Jody literally wins everything. We attend countless events together where they're always having drawings and raffles and things like that. Jody is, if speaking things into existence were a person living and breathing and walking. Jody will say if there's something she likes, she's like, oh, I'm gonna win that. I'm gonna win that. And her number is 3627. They'll pick and pick and pick. And then next thing you know, 3627. It don't matter if hers is the first pick, if she wins the third time, if she says she was going to win it, her number is coming out of there. Whatever it is that's going to win it, Jody is going to win it. She says it and she wins all the time. It's crazy. So I don't want y'all to think it's rigged if Jody wins, because Jody literally wins everything all the time. Let me see. So y'all hit that hashtag lifer. Did Wallace say something I didn't even see? Oh no, Wallace can't enter. He cannot enter. Don't be putting no hashtag lifer in there, Wallace. And you already have the men's gift anyway. Did Jody win some honey yet? No, Jody has not won any honey yet. I don't know if she's has been on when you've been given the honey. So definitely look at Casey. Casey love her some Jody. She's talking about, come on, Jody. But anyway, so those are the things we went through. And thank y'all for jumping over to YouTube. I definitely appreciate y'all. And this whole giveaway anticipation has me rushing through. And y'all, this is my email address, info@Stae Hall. I just want to put it up there. So if you win, that is where you will email me your government name and your mailing address. Because, you know, I don't want to be sending it to your business name or your channel name if that's not what you have on your mailing. I want to make sure that you get it. So we have done 3 of our tips. So we have build genuine relationships, be authentic, and consistency is crucial. The next thing, number 4, is provide value. People want to do business with people who are providing value, whether that value is just giving them life advice, business advice, whether that value is the value of your products, making sure that your products are quality, whatever that looks like, just make sure you're providing value. Don't think that you can get on these social media platforms and just have one silly viral video and that is going to grow your channel. That video may have tons and tons of views, but are people going to continue to come back? If it's something that you can't continue to recreate, then you want to make sure that you're doing something that is valuable. Let's see. Wallace, really, that's what you're doing, getting on. whatever. See, and there y'all go, encouraging his bad behavior. That is so funny. He's a mess. And I didn't even think he was going to chat much because he is really feeling bad. He's in the room, but yeah, he is not going to miss an opportunity to heckle me and be silly in these comments. But you want to make sure that you're providing value. Don't get, to the point where you're just doing anything. I talk about it all the time. Being nervous, being anxious about what you're doing is healthy in moderation, because that means you're passionate about it. And when you're passionate about what you're doing, you're going to want to provide value. So if you ever come to the point where you're really not feeling it and you're just showing up for the sake of showing up, it's time to reevaluate things, because value is what's going to help you grow. People are not going to continue to show up for you, whether it's in a brick and mortar business or online, if they're not getting the value. Let me see. Oh, thank you so much. Jody said, thank y'all for touching and agreeing with me and for speaking my wedding into existence. Whoop, whoop. Oh my gosh, Jody, if you win, I'm telling you, it's scary, y'all. It's scary how much you win. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for all the well wishes. Because yeah, we feeling bad around here, y'all. But you just want to make sure that you are providing value. Now, I know when it comes to content creations, I've heard some of the gurus in content creation who tell you, just do it. It doesn't matter. Just throw videos up there. You don't really have to worry about all the quality. And that is true to a certain extent with any kind of business where you've been challenged, Jody. You may, in the very beginning, not want to focus so much on your value and your quality because you don't want that to be debilitating where you just never get started. All of us, when I go back and look at my videos from 2018, they are hilarious to me. However, in my mind at the time, I was bringing value, and it's not like they were just straight up trash and garbage where, I was just talking out the side of my neck. It's just the fact that, oh, if y'all could have seen the beginnings, I was on an older iPhone recording. I hadn't purchased any lighting yet. So Wallace had rigged up some of those lights like that you use outside on the patio, and then the big lights you use like if you're outside working on a car at night. He had hung those in here some kind of way. I was just sitting on my little stool and talking, and it was just so funny. However, I cared. It wasn't like I just threw something up there. I mean, I was still editing and doing all the things, but my music was whack. And I was just learning. And so I don't want you to feel like value means you can't get started until everything is perfect, because we've all already discussed in previous lives that there's no such thing as perfect. We're all just striving for excellence. And excellence is whenever you show up and you're giving it your all. That is excellence, giving it everything that you have and doing your best. So you definitely don't want to wait until you think things are perfect, but it just means showing up with every intention on giving your best and not just throwing something out there just for the sake of being consistent. I'm the only volunteer moderator on here, so I automatically win. Just kidding. Go, Jody. Well, there's a battle between Jody and Sheed now. Wallace had you Christmas lighting. Right. Sheed, it was crazy. I mean, and stuff was hanging up, but we were trying, right? So that was still operating in excellence, and that was still bringing value because that was the best I could bring at the time. I was still learning, and I didn't want the lack of a great camera, which I have now, and the lack of great lighting, things that I have now, I didn't want that to keep me from starting. So just because you don't have all the top-notch stuff doesn't mean that you're not bringing value. It's about caring. OMG, that's the same light I used 5 years ago. Oh my gosh. So we were probably at the same time doing the same thing. Tamika saying, hey, to Cece, I love the way everybody comes and meet and greet. And I don't know if y'all grew up like me, but when I grew up and I was young, we had a really big family on my mother's side. She has a lot of siblings, and everybody lived just about on the same street, like no lie. And keep throwing those #lifers in there. Everybody lived on the same street. And so you could easily walk into any relative's house and there would be like 7 people sitting in there. And we had to speak to each individual person when we came in. Like, you couldn't just come in as a kid and just be like, hey, y'all. No, it was like, hi, Uncle Merritt. Hey, Aunt Bootsy. Hey, Aunt Donna. Like, we had to speak to everybody. So when I see everybody coming in and speaking, I don't know why. It just makes me remember that. Y'all, thank you for always speaking to my crazy husband. I appreciate y'all. It takes time. Every month I would invest in equipment. Yeah. And so I never want y'all to think that, quality means money or expensive or the latest. It just means really caring about what you do. Even when it comes to, like being a chef, people get better with time. And so the quality of the food may get better as, the restaurant is open longer, whatever you do. So don't ever think that when I say bring quality, I mean that it has to be perfect and expensive and all the latest equipment. I'm just saying you want to make sure that you're giving it your all. I wish everybody Godspeed. You're taunting now, Jody. And y'all keep on putting those #lifers in there. I'm cracking up. I cannot wait to get to this giveaway. And so again, to recap, number 1, build genuine relationships. Number 2, authenticity. 3, consistency. 4, provide value. And 5, embrace quality over quantity. And again, that's going to read true with social media, content creation, and entrepreneurship. I tried to entrepreneurial, and entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship. I just made that up, but y'all can feel free to use it. And so when I say quality over quantity, when it comes to YouTube and things like that. I don't mind my slow growth on YouTube because I have quality people in the Lifer Tribe community, meaning that those 600 people engage. Hey, Lacey J. I saw a hey to Lacey J, but I didn't see her pop in. Hey, Lacey J. Thank you so much for being here. I saw Trish saying hey to you, and I'm like, I ain't see Lacey. How she slip in here without me seeing her? Lacey, we are celebrating my 600 subscribers today. We're doing a gift at the end of today's broadcast. So I want to thank you all. And Lacey J is the one. Lacey, did you, was it on your live that I got to my 500? I think it was. And she kind of shared me out and asked her subscribers to subscribe to my channel. I know I think it was my 500 subscribers, I believe 500 or 550, something like that, probably 500 on Lacey's live. And that's what I love about the community. So definitely thank you to you, Lacey. And so we are putting a hashtag Lifer in the tribe, which will enter you into the drawing for the end of today's show. And we're just talking about the entrepreneurial tips that is going to help us grow our businesses, grow our social media, and all those things. So anyway, quality over quantity. You want to make sure, I know that my Lifer Tribe members are here because they picking up what I'm putting down. We're like-minded. We're doing all the things. We are showing up for one another. We believe in the same types of things. We have the same types of goals. So I would not give away my 600 committed, dedicated subscribers, Lifer Tribe members for 6,000 people who ain't got nothing to say to me. You want quality over quantity. That gives you time to go back to number one and build that relationship. So as we grow, we're doing it in stages and phases where I had a time where I only had 100 subscribers. I was able to build community and connection with them. And then slowly but surely other people are adding. It's the same thing when you're starting a business, a brick and mortar, when you're selling things, when you have product. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with doing big numbers that then get you to the point where you can't live up to the expectation. Like if you're making lotions and potions, if you're selling product where you have to keep a lot of overhead, slow and steady wins the race. And that's what brings you that quality. That's what brings you people who are invested, people who you're building those relationships, people who are connected to you, and people who are going to stick. Because just like people can subscribe, just like people can come and buy from you. Again, we're trying to build something long-term. We don't want one-hit wonders. We don't want people just coming to us for one product, one service, one live stream, and then leaving. We want people who are going to stay. And so that's where that quality over quantity comes in. Don't always focus on numbers. Focusing on numbers is something that sometimes will get us in a bad headspace. It'll get us in trouble because oftentimes we're not even ready for all those numbers. Miss T was talking about it this morning where it's more difficult for her to navigate the chat and to engage with everybody as her channel starts to grow. But she's doing it. She's managing it. Why? Because it was growth. It didn't all happen at one time. Now, as much as I would love to have 60,000 subscribers, and I'm going to have 60,000 subscribers at some point, no doubt. However, if I had all those today and they were in the chat, I wouldn't be able to navigate all that. I have to become better at my craft. I have to become more comfortable with it and maybe learn different techniques and tools. So you definitely want quality over quantity. Don't consume yourself with large numbers, whether, again, it's in sales or in subscribers or followers on TikTok, whatever it is. Just be grateful for the numbers that you have, build those relationships, nourish that community, cultivate it, and the other stuff is going to happen. You see how all of these steps tie back to one another. Building those relationships, having that connection is going to be the number one thing. And then that's how you get to all of the rest of this. So never allow yourselves, Lord, I'm just making up some words today. We had entrepreneurialship and now we got y'all selves. But y'all understand what I'm saying. You picking up what I'm putting down. Now in my head, I got that NyQuil. Yeah, I'm making up all kind of stuff. But you want to make sure that you are being grateful for what you have, nurturing what you have, cultivating what you have, and the rest of it is going to happen. Build the relationships and the transactions will come. Show up consistently and the numbers are going to grow. Do all these things. And I promise you, and I'm not just telling y'all what I've researched and what I've heard from other people. I'm telling you what I know. And you might be looking at me like, well, Stae, you only got 600 subscribers. But no. Stae has been in this entrepreneurial game a long, long time. Stae has contracts with multiple companies, corporations, and municipality. Stae has a dedicated group of life coaching clients who come back to me year after year doing different transitions in their life who are dedicated. I have done these steps. And what I'm telling you is it's also showing up on YouTube, even though I may only have 600 subscribers. Y'all see how we show up for each other. Y'all see the community and the tribe that we're building. That's where the quality over quantity shows true. You sound like us hillbillies say, oh my gosh, I don't know what I sound like over here, Tim, making up these words. I have no idea. You are using gardening terms. Question, do you garden with multiple companies? I don't garden at all. I have tried it, Miss Christine, several times, but I don't have a green thumb at all. I tried it. I don't know if you've seen my vlog. I had bought these little bulbs that were already in a vase, and all you had to do was just keep water to a certain level. They died. I don't know. I'm horrible. I don't. Nope, I don't. I want to. And I've tried so many times. Yes, I am definitely stuck with you. And it is a good stuck. But that's the thing. Casey and I, oh my gosh, we met online and she ended up being a client that turned family that, now I'm just stuck with her. I can't get rid of her. I keep telling her contract's up. I'm no longer coaching you. What do you want? She's here. But I wouldn't have it any other way. But thank you for saying that, Casey, because that shows that, what I'm saying is true. Casey is a true testament of that. We have been in each other's lives for years now. I know her kids, she knows my kids. And I don't suggest y'all take every relationship offline to personal, but there's those certain people where, you use that discernment, because I definitely don't want y'all to feel like y'all got to bring everybody into your house. But there are those certain people. But again, because of the nurturing, the cultivating of the relationship, Casey had to get to know, like, and trust me. And now, that's my little sister. So it definitely works. It definitely works. And Casey is one of several stories like that in my life. So I'm telling y'all what I know to be true. And thank you so much for saying that, Casey, because me and you, it's a forever thing now. And so again, I'm going to keep going over these because I hope y'all taking notes, because this is some good stuff. I wish somebody would have told me this 10, 15 years ago, because I was focused on transactions. And, I just felt like if things weren't happening fast, I wasn't doing a good enough job and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want y'all to get caught up. I am here for y'all to learn from my mistakes. And I'm going to share those things with you. So we want to build relationships, be authentic, be consistent, provide value, embrace quality over quantity, and then stay updated and relevant. I am a huge researcher. Whatever it is that you do, even if you've invented it, okay? Even if you're the first one to ever do it, times are going to require you to change something. You want to stay relevant. Dang, y'all, I can't talk. You want to stay relevant. What's the word now? Trending. What's trending? Everything that we do is going to, at some point, face some sort of trend. So you always want to be researching. You always want to be aware. You always kind of want to see what other people in your industry are doing. Again, we don't want to mimic anybody. We don't want to copy anybody. We just want to see what the people want. Another way to stay updated and relevant is to, get on YouTube and look up the things that you're doing. People who get on YouTube and do content and people who get on TikTok and do content, they're usually staying up with the latest. And so you always want to be a forever learner. You want to get out there in the neighborhood. You want to go to networking events. You want to talk to people. You want to stay on top of things. Don't let yourself fall off because you're not staying up to date. And I know a lot of times for people my age and older, it's a little more difficult because we get kind of set in our ways and we think that we know the best. But I'm telling you, you want to research because it's just those little attention to detail type of things, that desire to want to stay relevant, that desire to want to, stay on top of things is what's going to continue to make you relatable. You also want to be able to bring things that people are interested in today. Let's see. Yes, these ears in the chat are blessings. You are so funny. And for those of you who are just joining, we're celebrating 600 subscribers today. Thank you to each and every one of you for getting us to this wonderful milestone that has me on here smiling from ear to ear, even though I feel horrible with whatever kindergarten cold this is that I have. I appreciate you. And we are doing a giveaway. So put in your hashtag L.Y.F.E. And if you're watching on Facebook, please jump over to YouTube so that you can participate in the giveaway. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. I appreciate each and every one of you. And also be looking in the chat because Tim has been dropping the links of everybody's YouTube channel. So please support one another. If you're a content creator, you know that these subscribers and everything don't come easy. It takes a village. It takes a tribe. We want to be the ones over here that we're sharing. We're liking each other's content. We're subscribing to each other's channels. Hey, Fred, thank you so much for tuning in. That's my brother-in-law, y'all. And yeah, my sister's book, like the official drop was today. I'm glad Fred tunes in. And so for those of you who have already downloaded the ebook and left your reviews, the book is live, meaning that you can actually order a copy of the book to actually have the copy in your hand. I believe it's only $12.99, and it is called Why Is Everything So Loud? And I would love for y'all to go check it out. Margot H. Towner. Let me go ahead and just put it. Margot H. Towner. Why Is Everything So Loud? If y'all could just check her out on YouTube. And I'll go ahead and pin this to the top for a minute too, so y'all can just check that out. It's an exciting day for her. And today is Autism Awareness Day, which is the beginning of Autism Awareness Month, which is, the reason why she launched it today, because that made it very, very special. So yeah, and for those of you who have already done anything to support that effort, I know a lot of the tribe members have shared it on their social media pages, have gone in, did the reviews. I thank y'all, because again, I totally believe that it takes a village. Y'all know that my brother-in-law is also a heckler in the comments, like my husband. My brother-in-law, Fred, always says that he's a content creator as well. We travel a lot together and everything, and he'll grab the camera and start, doing his content. And, he feels that he is, just the vlogger extraordinaire who has not even started his YouTube channel yet, but he says that he has tens and tens of views and tens of subscribers. So that's a little inside joke. Hilarious. But yeah, y'all, so getting back on track with these, and we just have two more, but you do want to stay updated and relevant. You want to make sure that you're, just going with the times. We talk about evergreen content, classic content, those things that don't really change a lot, but there's always a little spin you can put on things to keep people interested. And so number 7, you want to engage with your audience in some kind of way, whether it's doing live videos, whether it's doing tutorials, whether it is giving things away. You can just create a little PDF of top 10 things that every seamstress should know. Just a way where you're engaging, opening up maybe a newsletter so that you can keep in contact with people and letting them know the things that you have going on. Whatever it is, you can, Fred's link was dropped in here. Fred, you're going to get some subscribers now. Tim done dropped your link in the chat. So you really going to have your tens and tens of subscribers. But you just want to make sure that you're engaging with your audience. When you do these lives, even though on the live, it may seem a little choppy because I'm going over here and I'm in my comments and I'm talking to this person and then I'm over here, but then I jump back to the content. People like that. They don't mind if you're jumping back and forth as long as you're engaging. People want to be acknowledged. They want to feel valued. They don't have to spend their time with you. And so since they have taken out time to spend to you, at least acknowledge that they're here. Allow them to ask questions. If you have a brick and mortar, speak to people when they come into your restaurant. Speak to people when they come into your tax office. Ask them how their day has been. Ask them about their experience. You want to engage with people. You don't want people always feeling like they're only given to you or they're just there about you. You want them to know that they're valued and they're heard and they're appreciated. And the way that you do that is by engaging with them, asking them questions. Excuse me, y'all. I'm fighting this cold. Jody said, I will get Margot's book. Where can I get it? It's on Amazon, Joe. Excuse me, y'all. If you go to Amazon and put in Margot H. Towner or Why Is Everything So Loud, you'll find it there. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Whew, your girl had to go get a cough drop. This ain't no joke. Huh. I have not had a cold like this since 75. But yeah, if you go on Amazon, you can find it there. And I can text you the link. Stay, I'm going fishing and try to remember to set up a camera. I can't keep up with what's trending. I will, however, adapt. But you know what? That kind of stuff in and of itself is trending. Like recording yourself, doing stuff in real time and talking about it. That's also the engagement piece too. Something else. But I applaud you for just being willing to try something new, Miss Christine. And it's going to be awesome. Thank you so much. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible. Because it could be so much worse. So it's just a cold. So I'll get over it. I can't complain too much. But yeah, you want to engage with your audience. Find out. Don't just assume you know what your audience wants. Do polls. Ask questions. Find out what kind of things they like, what things they would like to talk about. And that is how you engage. And again, even if you have a business with products and services, ask people what kind of things they're looking for within whatever product or service it is that you have. That's what's going to help you build. That's what's going to help you grow. Don't just assume you know what people want. All right. So let's recap. We only got one more. So we want to build genuine relationships. We want to be authentic. We want to be consistent, provide value, embrace quality over quantity, stay updated and relevant, and engage with our audience. And last but not least, which really ties this all together, is we want to continuously learn and evolve. Never feel like you know everything. Be a lifelong learner. Be coachable. Be open-minded. Don't hesitate, for those of us who are a certain age, don't hesitate or be shy about or closed-minded to getting with those younger generations, because those are the ones who will help us stay relevant and on trend. They know so much when it comes to technology and especially social media. Be a forever learner and realize that you can learn from different people as well. And it doesn't matter the age, race, any of that. Be willing to learn. Let me see. Oh, Tamika. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl. It is crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I know, and I have not made that tea yet, and I need to. Jody has had scratchy throat and dealing with some things a couple of times that she's been over here, and I make her this life-saving, life-changing tea. And I have not made myself any of that. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to make one tonight. I've just been doing ginger. Thank you. Thank you. Right back at you, girl. Because this ain't no joke. But yeah, we want to continuously learn. Take courses, about, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm spitting and everything. I'm glad y'all ain't in person. I'm trying to talk, suck on the cough drop, cough, everything. I'm taking too much today. But you want to, take courses. Always, hey, Nick, thank you so much for being here, girl. We are celebrating my 600 subscribers today. So I want to you because you are a huge part of that growth as well, and the way that you shared my channel out. And I'm also doing a giveaway today. So if you're on Facebook, you may not be able to participate, but you still have time to jump over to YouTube and put in hashtag L.Y.F.E, and that will enter you into a drawing for the end of today's podcast. So I don't know if the Facebook ones will go on there because I'm streaming to Facebook, but this is dominantly on YouTube. And so if you want to participate, just put the hashtag L.Y.F.E in there, and that will put you on the wheel. But I appreciate you, Nick. See, girl, I haven't been able to talk all evening because I'm sick and I done took the NyQuil. But I appreciate you, Nick. I love you to bits and pieces. You and Pastor are absolutely phenomenal and have been a very big part of my growth. So thank you so much. Put in that hashtag L.Y.F.E. Jump over to YouTube if you would like. But y'all, I'm not going to be on here long. What was we talking about? Continuously learning. And what I'm learning is sometimes I got to sit my butt down. Thank you. But any questions, y'all? Any questions at all? And y'all probably like, girl, we're not going to ask you no questions. You on here snotting, coughing. All you do is tell us who won. So you can get off here and go in there and lay down with Wallace in their wrapped swaddling clothes. He wasn't playing with me tonight. I came in the room when I put y'all on pause. He was like, you need a cough drop? I'm like, yes, I definitely need a drop and prayer. But yeah, so I'm going to recap from the beginning, just go over what those 8 things. Number 1, build genuine relationships. Number 2, be authentic. 3, be consistent. 4, value. 5, quality over quantity. 6, stay updated and relevant. 7, engage with your audience. 8, continuously learn and evolve. And I'm telling you, by implementing these tips, you will see growth. Don't let the pace of your growth for you. Growth is growth. Whether it is 1 week, 5 people a week, 100 people in a day, whether we're talking about subscribers, followers, or customers, growth is growth. So I want y'all to focus on these tips and let the rest handle itself, because I guarantee you, if you start being more about implementing these things every day in your business, in your social media, in content creation, you are going to see that growth. And the lesson that I wanted to say for content creation, I may have already mentioned, is also focusing on, while you're being trendy and staying relevant, that evergreen content. This, for instance, this video isn't a video. These tips, I can imagine a point in time where these tips won't work for a business. So some video at any time, and they're going to get something from it, which means this video will allow my channel to grow for years to come. It's also in your regular business. Say you are a baker. You definitely want to experiment, try some different from time to time, but you want to have that old faithful chocolate or vanilla cake that's going to be there forever. That no trending, you always have those staples. So just think about that. At the same time, while we're staying in trend, still want to have evergreen. Is not just about content. Evergreen is for anything that you provide, you sell, that's going to be a classic that people are going to want to come. Like, you can barely go to anyone that's not going to sell some kind of chicken. because most people like chicken. So if there's nothing else on there on the menu they like, they'll go for the chicken. Y'all see what I mean? So whatever you do, just make sure you're changing and staying with the trends, but staying at the same time. That makes sense. Giving people something different, but for those who want faithful, you want to provide that for them as well. Jody, I don't know when you said the tips one more time, but I'll read them real quick. Number 1, build genuine relationships. Number 2, be authentic. Number 3, be consistent. Number 4, provide value. Number 5, embrace quality over quantity. Number 6, stay updated and relevant. Number 7, engage with your audience. And number 8, continuously learn and evolve. So I hope y'all got those. And so now is the time that we've all been waiting for, because I know Tim said he got to go to bed. He ain't got time to be playing with me today. But what y'all also got to do is be completely aware that your girl Stae is not tech savvy. So let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So we had 17 entries. And so again, if you were on Facebook, your entry may not be in there. I know it picked up everyone from YouTube, but we are going to draw and let's see who is going to win. And we have 2 different gifts. One for if it is a man who wins, one for if it's a woman who wins. But either one of the gifts will be used in another drawing on a different day. But I just wanted to make sure that I had something because we have men and women who watch. So let me see. I know. The silence is deafening. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I know I'm getting on y'all nerves. Hey, African Dreaming. I didn't see you step in here. Hey. You still got a second because I haven't hit the button yet. If you want to put that hashtag lifer in. Because something on my computer is going slow, y'all. I think it's because of the storm over here. So if anybody hasn't put their name in the drawing, or if you need to run over to YouTube to make sure your name is in the drawing, you still got a second because I'm having. All right, Lisa J, I see you put yours in there. Okay. All right, I think we're good to go. All right. It didn't go up. All right, y'all. We're going to draw. Oh my gosh, I keep seeing Jody's name. Grammy's Journal. Woo! Congratulations, Grammy's Journal. Congratulations. You are the winner. And let me show you what you have. So Grammy's Journal, congratulations. Let me put my email address here, Grammy. If you can just send me your first and last name along with your mailing address, you are the winner. This is mine. So yours will be in the Ulta bag with the tag and everything on it. But I just wanted to show mine since it's already open. But yours will have a tag up here and it'll be in the Ulta bag. But this is this cute pink box full of Ulta cosmetics and a little mirror at the top. So you have some blush. You also have some eyeliner, I think is in here, a couple of brushes, some small eyeshadow palettes. I mean, there is a little bit of everything. Some lip glosses, all Ulta products. So congratulations, Grammy's Journal. If you can just get me your address and as long as you have your address to me before I go live again, then this is all yours, because I want to make sure that I get it shipped out. And so I will be going live again on Thursday. And so just make sure that you have your address to me. And that is my email address there on the screen. So I hope that you enjoy. And I appreciate y'all. I'm telling you. And my love language is gifts. And it is getting and receiving gifts. So let me tell y'all about me. Like, I just love buying stuff for people. I love making people happy. I love to see them smile. And then I love receiving gifts, but I'm not picky at all about receiving my gifts. Like, I am happy when people give me anything. It's just exciting to me. It's just, I don't know. I just love that. And so Grammy's Journal, yours will come in the Ulta bag along with the tag on it and everything. It is brand new. Just make sure you email me to that email address with your name and your mailing address. And I'm so excited. And thank you so much for being a part of the L.Y.F.E tribe. And Jody, your name popped up on the screen like 4 times. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is Jody going to win? Is Jody going to win? But that is so exciting. And that box, I actually found out about watching another vlogger, Lori Diva, and she had picked it up in her vlog. And so I went and got one for myself at the Ulta right here by my house. And it was the last one they had. And so then I went to go get my hair done, and there was an Ulta there. And I ended up getting their last one. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this for a giveaway because it is so cute. Good night, Tim. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. But I'm going to do more giveaways. Y'all like giveaways? Because I do. Like, I love that kind of thing. And so I'm going to do more giveaways. I think it's so fun. Like I said, giving gifts is my love language. So I appreciate y'all. This has been so much fun. And this road to 600 hasn't been the easiest, but it's been well worth it. And I can only see growing and growing and growing. And speaking of that, let's see where we are tonight. So 600, and it's been at 600. I woke up this morning to 600. I went to bed last night, I think about 1 o'clock or whatever. And it was like at 597 or something like that, 598. And then I looked at it this morning. Bloom, I was at 600. So let me go ahead. I'll be refreshing it like I'm we're at 602. There we grow again. 602. I refresh it like it's a slot machine. So yeah, y'all, growth is growth. Slow and steady wins the race. As you're growing, as long as you're taking steps forward, don't compare your journey to anybody else's journey. Don't feel like you're supposed to be anywhere except for where you are right now. Your journey is your journey. Your path is your path. It's not going to look like anybody else's. It's not going to take the same time as anybody else's. Yes, increasing the territory. And especially with something like this, it's like it takes a village. We're a tribe. We are helping and supporting one another. I can only grow as y'all continue to share me out with other people, as y'all continue to tell other people about the tribe. And so I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for everything that you've done to play a part in that. Good night, Kenneth. Thank you so much for being here. And there was somebody that said something, or somebody who popped on that I hadn't seen, but I wanted to make sure. Oh, that's who it was. That's who it was. How are you? How are you? I knew I had seen you sneak in here. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Sandra. Yeah, I love giveaways too. I blink and somebody wins. You missed it? Yes. So Grammy's Journal won. You worked hard to get where you are today. So proud. Your dedication paid off. Congratulations, and feel better. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And you're working hard too, girl. I see your numbers growing. So don't get discouraged. Anybody, no matter where you are on your journey, just keep moving forward. And also realize that every once in a while, what looks like a step back is really just a step forward. Sometimes we have to take a step back to look things over, to reevaluate. Oh, you knew I was struggling with that name. And I know you told me that I don't know if it was IGP something, but hey, Dennis, thank you. You knew I was struggling. I saw, hey, you. Good night. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, sometimes that step back is just an evaluation period. And I always tell people, access delayed is not access denied. In the right time, in God's time, that is when things will happen. So you just have to keep plugging away. And as long as you're passionate about it and you're giving it your all, it's going to happen. So I thank y'all. Thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you. I'm going to go. Oh, ITP. I'm struggling with this cold and this NyQuil. I'm struggling. I'm thanking y'all for your grace. I'm thanking y'all for your grace and just hanging in here with me. But y'all, I appreciate y'all, each and every one of you who make this Life or Tribe what it is. It is such a pleasure. And I wouldn't be able to do it without y'all. And the reason why I'm able to show up feeling like I'm feeling today is because of each and every one of you. So I appreciate y'all so much. I love each and every one of you to bits and pieces. And y'all know the drill. Always be kind and always love one another, but never forget to live your life. L.Y.F.E. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Good night, everyone.
Living life is gangsta. Hey, hey. 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 Love yourself first explicitly. You owe it to yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower your dreams.